quite a bright man.
God created beautiful things to be appreciated.
Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show.
Okay, Dad, it's about to go to the next level.
You should realize you're speaking to your father, and not those children you run around with in school.
Ren was not a media student or maybe a media person, but Wrenson was very, very funny. So through my many interactions with him and being a television producer, I saw that Wrenson can add value to most of our drama productions. That's how I brought Wrenson to KBC, and he started acting in most of my productions.
I'm Katrende. Just wake up, we go, okay? Okay. I met Wrenson through Jackie, our producer, when we were doing Angel's Diary. And needless to say, he was not just bigger than life. He was the what do they call them? All those people who are the ones who make the party happen.
I don't know even where to start because I'm still in the state of shock. I took it like it's just any other ailment and you will come out well and you will continue with what you've been doing. But when I got the report that now is no more, I will not believe it. I didn't believe it. When I consulted with some of the members, I realized that this thing actually is real.
Last time I went to see him at the hospital and he told me, Viji, don't change the script. I'm shooting this thing. And I told him I won't change. I'm waiting for you to get well, and then we'll go on with the shoot.
My plan worked.
Look, Ruby, you can do anything to me, anything. Anything, but please don't hurt my family. I'm begging.
Wrenson Mugasia. I met Wrenson back in high school. It wasn't hard to be friends with Wrenson because this guy was that cool, collected guy. This guy was a bell ringer, and I came to find out that the personality and the character of this guy, I think, played a big part in him getting that position.
You look like someone I knew. Are you Harrison?
Yeah, but I don't quite remember you very well. Ebu nikumbushe?
I'm Jackie, and I've worked with Wrenson on Kenda Imani show, and what I really remember about him is how he was calm, how he was a friend to everybody.
2014, when I was an intern, sijui kushaikuwa in a place watu wanakuharas, okay, not in a bad way, as in ushike kazi, but kuna mtu kako pale anakuangalianga na aongei. Like he was one kind person, one polite.
We all loved him. He was kind. He was just a simple guy.
The moment you met Wrenson, you know, just the first time you meet him, you don't need a second opinion to actually know that he's a good guy. Just a fine, nice man.
Just because I own a house doesn't mean I'm absolved from financial challenges now, does it? Ah, pana, this house is too big. 5 people, such a big house, uneconomical. Look, what you do, my point is this. Get a smaller house for, say, 15K, then rent this one out for like 50K. You see, that way, you'll be able to pay your rent surplus weka kwa mfuko. Uko sawa?
Wrenson was very disciplined in his work. He would come on set with lines, he would come with his clothes ready. He was never the person who would come and is not ready to do what they're supposed to do. And I guess also as actors, we have so many of us who do not have that discipline, that it is the one thing that you always noticed about him, that he had his shirts ironed, he had his, if you needed him to have a suit, he would come. And even if he did not have whatever you needed him to have, he would purchase. He would ensure that he took his character very seriously.
Spidisha, twende.
Thank you for stopping, eh?
Ngoso mingi ni ya nini? Wewe dandia haraka mimi niko wax. Uniambie chomenye unaenda nikudrop. Sawa?
Okay. I was asking for assistance to the local chief's office.
Kwa chief?
Yeah.
Huko ni Ngori.
Hey, how much is that? Ngori?
Boss, we met our first drama series on KBC. That was Angel's Diary. This guy was, I was new in this game. I was like starting to act. This guy was such a talent. Some of us who knew him, he was a cool guy. When he was Mr. Kitali, you could see he was harsh and all that.
Because if I got hold of one of them, I would have squeezed water out of those heads.
Hey, it's not me.
2 rats at my gate, speaking some kind of slang I've never heard of since I was born. They went as far as calling me Msondokad.
Then came to Kenda Imani. This time, he found me in Kenda Imani. I was earlier there.
Unajua, mimi najua seka nyinyi. Wasa wanakama hapa wanajidai wanajua states. Wewe mwenyewe una accent, man. Hata kunishikanisha, man.
You're quite a humorous guy, eh?
Wrenson came in and everybody noticed him.
Dad!
And I was telling my son the other day that I've lost my friend. Oh, okay. Then I showed him the pics. Then he was telling me, this is the guy who saved those guys who were kidnapped.
I met Wrenson, I think it was last year when we were doing season 5 of Kenda Imani. I'd never met him before. So it came to this day that we were supposed to record his parts, like Bababella and it was Mweni. That's where we met the first time. And Wrenson is a lovable person. You see him the first day, the first time, and you don't even have that time to argue with your mind or to think whether you're going to like him or not.
And you look like a very intelligent lady, eh? I'd like to know you more.
Kumaanisha unanitaka?
Sijasema.
Given the fact that he was this actor who had done so many dramas, he had so much experience, so many years in the industry, and I was still new, still in doing acting. The first time, you freak out because you don't know how he's going to the chemistry, how you're going to interact both on set. How you're going to, you don't know how you're going to interact with this person. You don't know how it's going to take you. But for Wrenson, the way I read from his reaction, there was no that I was here and you are here. No.
It was nice meeting you.
So utakuja siku gani ingine kuninunulia lunch tena?
Go before your boss finds out. Please. Go.
Mtenda nayo taxi yako imefika wapi?
Jesus Christ.
In the film industry, most people they're a bit introverted while they're with themselves. They love their own company, but then with people they're extroverted and all. But Wrenson was soft-spoken both on screen and off screen. He was the same guy. And this is an awesome character. Thank you so much for giving Mama Kenda a job. She's very energized.
And she's also a very good assistant too. Now wateja wanampenda, clients wanampenda sana.
Clients, wanaume.
Hey, Zablon.
And there's this one time we really had to shoot late, and he would tell me that, Jackie, don't worry, I'll give you a ride. And I remember when we went with him, he was like, yeah, at least you're home safe. So let me go drop your colleague and then I'll get back home. And by that time it was around midnight, but he was so selfless. I mean, he always wanted the best for everybody.
Tell me, how does my daughter Bella perform in school? Do the teachers like her?
Unaongelea Bella? Wewe mtoto wako usimuone tu hivyo. Wewe mtoto wako ana maringo kiasi hivi, lakini bado Mr. Babu anamuogopa. Na wewe mtoto wako ana msimamo kali. Huwezi mchapa tu hivi hivi, na ni msafi.
I like that. I like that.
That guy was a funny guy, I can tell you. It was like you were around this guy and you were just happy.
And you would need to spend some time with him to understand that he was funny also, you know.
He could just give you funny stories, jokes. Mostly when it comes out in Kimaragoli, you could laugh all day.
Nakumbuka kuna siku alimake joke about me that ati Vigi huwezi kaa kwa gari yangu juu kuna venye shocks zitaisha.
We went to see him in hospital and he made a lot of jokes, even saying the way the doctor told him to go to the gym because the problem in his back is that he's not going to the gym. And he was really pissed off and was saying, that hospital, I'll never go there again. Can you imagine that guy told me that I do not work out and that's why I'm sick?
What's going on with you? First, you tell me to meet you in a restaurant. Then ukasema utakuwa kwa gari. And then unanidrag hapa hata ni wapi? Are you trying to kidnap me? No, I'm being kidnapped. Help!
Most of the time when you meet for the first time, the greetings, it's not English, it's not Swahili, it's Maragoli.
Ni mtu ningeenda nimuongeleshe, actually his first words were Vushere. I would respond also Vushere, hata kama sijui hiyo ni nini.
So anytime I could see him, immediately you start downloading Maragoli words and making those sentences in your mind so that you don't let him down.
I am the one who decides when I want you to see my child.
So you think you are a decision maker
She's
in my
my
life,
daughter.
huh?
You must have consent to see her. You think you can just come from nowhere and you want to rule?
You think I'm
from
a random?
Where have you been all that time?
Shut up!
When I got the news, the first thing that came to my mind was my last shoot with him. He would help me get the lines, and he used to live along my route. And there's this one time we really had to shoot late, and he would tell me that, Jackie, don't worry, I'll give you a ride. I'm sorry I made you lose such a big contract.
Apologies won't bring him back. Mr. Rashid came, found the door locked. Now what does he think about me? That I'm a liar?
Mr. Harrison, I don't think I'm ready for this job.
You sure about this?
I believe he was a kind guy. We've lost one of the best actors, Kenda Imani. He was a timekeeper. He was thorough with his lines. It was very, as in tulikuwa tunakat kidogo sana juu yake.
He used to be on time. He didn't mess me up. He used to come with the costume. He used to have the lines. He was just a good man.
He's one guy who deliver. He'll do his work with all the diligence. So definitely as a team, we're gonna miss him so much.
For me, one of the greatest reasons why I loved my scenes with him is because he had this way of, especially through facial expressions, very minute facial expressions that sort of really give the scene a genuineness and give back positive energy to yourself, so that if you were a bit out of character, you'd have to sink into the positive energy again. And in this way, we were able to reciprocate, you know, the feel of the scene.
Get me a professional private investigator.
Well, then hire me.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm an investigator.
Mr. Wayua, I need a professional private investigator, not a jack of all trades. You are a jack of all trades.
Oh, so you're calling me a quack now?
No. I didn't call you a quack. I said jack, not quack. And anyway, most jacks of all trades are quacks. Who doesn't know that? Nani ajui hiyo?
So every scene working with him was completely mind-blowing, completely a joy to do.
I've lost a friend. To the family, the young family, I just pray to God. Just pray to the Almighty God that He will give you comfort, give you strength during these hard times.
We've lost a great guy. We've lost a good friend to almost all of us. But it is well. It is well. We'll miss him, and we pray that God will protect his young wife, young children, and may he rest in peace. Thank you.
Us as the characters with him or in Kenda Imani, we have lost a dear friend. And my heart goes out to the family, to his mom and his dad, and to his bro who stayed with him throughout the time that he was admitted. My heart goes out to the children that are young who now have to grow up without a father. And my heart definitely goes out to the wife. And my prayer is that God would give them strength and comfort through this particular time, and to see them through this season. I will miss him. A gentle soul, a calm spirit, a good person. Rest in peace.
Wrenson was a great person. We all loved him. He was kind. He was just a simple guy.
We always say, God never did any mistake. God always plucks the best from the garden.
At this point, I'll just say, Pole. There's nothing else to say. He was a good flower that has been plucked by God. God just found that he was the one. And we cannot say that it is unfair, because nothing is a mistake when it comes to what God wants. It's not a mistake.
We've lost a great person. We've lost a great character in our program, Kenda Imani. He didn't give us that notice. It has really shocked us. And for his family, we'll pray for you.
Wrenson, it's been 6 years plus of working together, and I knew you for the smile, the joy you brought on set, the laughter we shared after sharing our coded language. And I'll keep on consoling myself that you're resting a little while, Wrenson. You're resting a little while.
I feel like I've lost a brother, a close friend, a very funny person. Every time I was around Wrenson, I was a very, very happy woman. And as a producer working with so many talent, at times you quarrel or you do so many things. I never had any problem with Ren. Go well, dear Wrenson. We'll miss you.
Till we meet, till we meet, till we meet at Jesus' feet. Till we meet, till we meet. God be with you till we meet again. Wrenson, you're now an angel. We are all following behind, so I can only say we enjoyed your company. You are a wonderful friend to a lot of people who have said that you'd even give them fare to go home when they were coming as actors and they had nothing. You were bigger than life. And that's why God loved you. He loved you more than we did. So, till we meet again.